there, Debo here. Today I'm going to be looking at a couple of hidden side sets that allegedly go together. The first one here is 70430, the Newbury Subway, and it's got a couple cool features. And if you've seen any of my other hidden side videos, you know that I don't have a phone capable of the AR game, which is sad. But there are a couple places in here that have the color indicators for that, and you got the magenta there, magenta slide, which is a pretty rare thing. I don't know if I've ever seen one before. And then you've got the red slide over here that flips up, that you scan into the phone there, and then also behind the newspaper here, you got the dark azure. Sorry, Jack. And again, in this set, Jack and Parker, they're everywhere, and so is little Spencer. So many little Spencers. And then we've got this maintenance guy here, which is he's got a really sweet outfit. His name is Pete Peterson, and of course he goes all ghosty. Your standard hidden side ghost face. But that clock is awesome. That paper is sweet. That Central Street sign there is very cool. And so the play feature on here, how it monsters out, is the subway car just comes out at you. What's disappointing though is when you reel this all the way back in, those wheels on the bottom actually lift up. You see there, they don't sit flat, so it doesn't have the impression when it's sitting still that if they were to sit flat like that on the bottom when this was shut up, that would actually look a lot better. The back of the subway car looks fantastic. I'd like to see an entire train in that color. Looking at the back of the set here, over here on this side, we got a kind of a little maintenance checklist for Pete to go through when he does his daily routines. Other side, behind Pete, not too much. There is a little ramp here for Parker to do a little grind or something on, you know. But here you can see in the back, this is one of the main things I want to talk about today. You've got the indications of the hidden side, the flip side of the reality where the ghosts come from. Which brings us to this next set. I'll talk about this real quick, and then we'll take a look at them together. Welcome to the hidden side set. 70427. Both of these were released on January 1st, 2020. And interesting enough, the Welcome to the Hidden Side set, it's a $19.99 MSRP, but my local store that sells Lego, they had it marked at $49.99. And they had it marked that way for a couple months. After 1 or 2 weeks, I emailed them and I said, look, you're not going to sell this. But yeah, this one is actually a pretty good value. It's a $20 set, like I say, but it's got four figures with it. So that works out pretty good. And there I go, flipping off one of those fingers again. And the AR bits and whatnot are under here, and they're both yellow, so I don't know. I mean, it's probably just going to be less in depth of a set for the game. Play feature here, it vomits insects and bats, which, I mean, it's got a limited appeal, but again, one of the really big draws for this, for me, are the stickers that come with this set. You got Newbury Park and the City Subway, so it's definitely from the hidden side of the Subway set. Now I'm going to take a look at the big question here, and that I have. And it kept me from getting these sets for a bit because I wanted to get both of them if it could do this, and somebody else had told me that sure, yeah, they do, or at least that's what they heard. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get the two of them and see if they actually link up. Now take a look over here at these points again. You can see that you got that, which is gonna get in the way, and then you have these similar angles, so back to back. You know, nothing really great going on the back side of this, but you have these two detailed tiles here on the subway set itself. Let's get this cat out the way. Let's see how they go together, and not great. They don't link up at all. They kind of touch. You can see they're in the middle. Let's see if I can. There we go. You can kind of see they're in the center where they get a better angle on this, where they butt up against each other. They don't connect at all. And you've pretty much got to tilt these leaves up to get them out of the way a bit. And I mean, you can set them next to each other like that, and I guess it looks okay. But I was hoping for, you know, more of a link up permanently, like. Now see, when I think about linking up sets, this is what I think about. This is the best way I've seen it done. You have the main body of this ship here, and then you have this little pod on the back that was a separate set. You can get two of them, and then they attach, and you've got a complete looking spaceship. But they don't attach. I mean, neither of the instruction booklets showed how or if they join together. So that leads me to believe that you can do this, but I mean, it's not exactly what was intended for it. And yeah, when you do link them up like that, it does kind of hide those tiles that are on the back of the subway just a little bit. So that leads me to think that maybe that wasn't their intention, but I mean, maybe they're bookend type deals. You know, you can, you know, have that space in between. But another thing too is, like, if Jack were to go through that tunnel into the other side, I mean, he'd have to get through Chomping Train Dude, which it's not something I want to have to do. If you get a chance, watch the animated shorts for The Hidden Side from Lego. It goes a little bit more into the story on these. Plus, it shows how Jack gets over to the hidden side. It's actually kind of a really good story. So, if you're a fan of Hidden Side like I am, and you want to know more about these characters, that's a way to go.